Okay, today we're going to show you how to prepare trading plans for the Japanese yen pairs, the JPY pairs. So we got the Aussie yen here, the New Zealand yen, and the Canadian yen, the Swiss yen, Euro yen, Pound yen, and USD yen. They're all grouped together so we can spot whether the Japanese yen is strong or weak. The Japanese yen is very strong now, and let's look at the trends and time frames. If you start by looking at the Aussie dollar against the yen, long-term trend is down, but this pair, if you go back over to the D1 time frame, I'll click on it right up here on top of the MetaTrader here. The Japanese yen is trending down, but it cycled back up and now it's starting to come back down. Let's go over to the H4 time frame. So you can see this pair cycled up and consolidated, and now it's starting to roll back down. And so look back at the D1 time frame and you can see that this pair is starting to trend down, and it's got a couple hundred pips of potential here. If you look at all the yen pairs, all of the yen pairs, they look the same. Here's the New Zealand yen, here's the D1 time frame. So that one's coming down. Here's the Canadian dollar against the yen. That one's coming down. You got about 200 pips of potential here. You move over to the Euro yen, there's your H4 and then your D1 time frame. So the D1 time frame is turning over and pointing down on all the yen pairs. And remember that the MN time frame, the long-term trends are down on all these pairs. So you're now trading in the direction of the trend again. It's cycled up for 6-7 days and now it's flipping back down and turning over. This means that the Japanese yen is strong. Okay? And what you do is you just make sure, you just verify every Japanese yen pair is doing the same thing. So they're all starting to trend down and turn back down. And the long-term trends are down on all of them. So if you look at all of the Japanese yen pairs together, they all look the same. They're all dropping, which means the Japanese yen is strong. So we've investigated the long-term trends in the H4 and D1 time frame on all of these pairs, and they're all pointing down, they're all pointing the same way. So we have all 7 pairs telling us the trends are dropping on the Japanese yen, and it's getting back in the direction of the main trends, which is down. The MN time frames are all pointing down on all the Japanese yen pairs. So put together a little summary here. So right now the Japanese yen is strong, which means all the yen pairs are dropping. All the yen pairs are dropping. And the trends in the trading plans reflect this. And right now, as we're making this video, the Japanese yen pairs are all dropping in the Asian session. They're just running down fairly fast now because they're consistent. So let's go over to Forex Early Warning, and let's go look at our trading plans. And if you look at our trading plans, you can see that for this day, July 25th, same day as we're looking at these charts, here's all of our trading plans. That what we're talking about, the yen pairs all dropping in the Asian session, and how they're going to continue lower. We give you the places to set your price alert points, and then we tell you where the next major support is. It's all those support areas that you saw in the D1 time frame. Now remember, these next support areas are the ones that are on the D1 time frames, but the long-term trends are down, and these pairs could continue down past these support areas. We're just telling you where the next support is. Well, then you go over to our alert system. This is live alerts, live market alerts, and it's telling you that in the Asian session, to check for Japanese yen strength, go right over the Forex Heatmap, and there it is. The Japanese yen pairs are all dropping, and the reason they're dropping is because all the trends are pointing down. So these pairs are selling off, and the reason is all the trends are pointing down, and this is one of the safest trades you'll ever see, is when all the trends are pointing the same way, and then the sell signals come through on the Forex Heatmap and our alert system. If all 7 US dollar pairs or Swiss franc pairs or euro pairs are all pointing the same way on the trends of the market, we'll issue trading plans for those. As you come back to the trading plans now, and you can see that all of our trading plans are for selling the Japanese yen pairs, and they all sold off. That's because all the trends are pointing down, and the major trends are pointing down too, along with the H4 and D1 time frames. So this is how you develop a set of trading plans for a group of currency pairs. Remember, you have to group all the pairs together. And so we grouped all the yen pairs together, and then we evaluated them. Then when they all started pointing the same way, we set the trading plans and started selling them via our signals on the Forex Heatmap. So this is a great way to set up your trading plans. It's accurate, and the Forex Heatmap will even give you trading signals for pairs when the charts are not consistent. We'll still give you some signals on maybe a couple of the pairs, but those might be for shorter term trades. So this is our trading plans at Forex Early Warning, and this is how we set the trading plans up.